Hello everybody, my name is Jennifer Maker. It is a beautiful day to show you how to make this unique wine bottle serving tray on the Great Maker Show and Tell. I love making unique gifts, and today's project is very unique. This serving tray is super simple to make with a cutting machine, and you can leave it as is, stain it, or even personalize it with some vinyl or a stencil. But my favorite part is how it works. The tray itself is just this flat shape like this, with holes in it, and the wine bottles themselves hold it up. How cool is that? It will be the talk of your party. Now, to make this wine bottle serving tray, you need some wood. If you're going to cut this on a Cricut cutting machine, you'll want to use 1/16 inch or thinner balsa wood or basswood. And yes, you can cut that on either the Cricut Maker or the Cricut Explorer. If you can't find thin balsa or basswood, you'll want to, or you can use a veneer wood, which is much thinner but works if you use the reinforcements that I've included in the design. These are veneer and these are balsa. Now, to cut this wood on a Cricut Maker, I recommend the knife blade. To cut it on the Cricut Explorer, I think the deep point or the deep cut blade will work the best. Both require using the purple StrongGrip mat along with some painter's tape to keep the wood firmly on the mat while you're cutting it. You're also going to want some tacky glue to add the reinforcements like this. Right? So to finish your serving tray and prepare it for any decoration, I recommend 320 grit sandpaper to get it nice and smooth. And you can seal the wood with a polycrylic or a polyurethane varnish. If you do stain, paint, or apply vinyl to your serving tray, you'll want to be sure to seal it with varnish and allow that varnish to cure before you put any food on it, as I have here. So let me show you where to find the tray designs, and then I will show you how to cut and glue your wine bottle serving tray.
Step 1, get the tray design. Download the serving tray design from my blog at jennifermaker.com/275. Just go to the red bar at the top and look for libraries. Then either click Get a Password if you don't yet have one, or click Enter the library. You can find the files by searching the page for Design 275 and then click it to download an SVG cut file for cutting with a Cricut or another cutting machine, as well as a printable PDF. Step 2, cut the tray. Let me show you how to cut the wood for your tray on a Cricut Explorer or Cricut Maker cutting machine. First, upload the SVG cut file that you downloaded in Step 1 to Cricut Design Space. If you're unsure how to unzip and upload SVG files, please watch my SVGs Made Simple training series at jennifermaker.com/svgs. First, decide if you want to cut all 3 trays and supports or just one. If you don't want to cut them all, hide the layers that you don't want with the eye icon on the right. The circles that you see here are for leveling your trays, as not all wine bottles are the same height, right? So be sure to cut those out as well. When ready, click Make It. Then click Continue and choose your material. You can cut 1/16 inch thick basswood and balsa wood, as well as wood veneer, on both the Cricut Explorer and Cricut Maker. So choose the appropriate material here and click OK. For this project, I used balsa wood sheets, but I actually selected the basswood 1/16 inch setting as that worked best for me. Now, to show you how easy this is to do, my design elf will cut and assemble this project while I talk you through it. Place your piece of wood on a purple StrongGrip mat and tape all 4 sides down with painter's tape to the mat to ensure that it doesn't move while cutting. Now move the star wheels on your Cricut all the way over to the right to avoid leaving indentation marks in your wood. If you're using the Cricut Maker, load the knife blade in your machine. If you're using the Explorer, load the deep cut blade with the black housing into your machine. Now load your mat with your taped wood on it into your Cricut and press the flashing button to begin. Your Cricut will need to make several passes to cut through your wood. Design Space should show you exactly which pass it's on and the expected remaining time it has left. Please be patient, as this does take some time to cut, especially on the maker because the knife blade is very accurate. Now, I recommend you press the pause button on your Cricut to temporarily stop the cutting and check on the progress and remove any debris that might have come loose from the mat. Then just press the Cricut C to resume cutting. But don't eject the cutting mat from the machine until you are certain that the cut is complete. Make sure you check the progress of the cut and remove the mat as soon as you determine that the wood is fully cut. It may not take all passes to cut. I also recommend that you keep an eye on your Cricut as it's cutting for that reason. Step 3. Reinforce your trays. If you wish to attach the reinforcement to your trays, now is the time to do it. I recommend the reinforcements, and they are necessary if you're using the wood veneer, as it's very flexible. Each reinforcement will only match its corresponding serving tray, so be sure to match them up before you put glue on them. Use your craft glue and a small paintbrush to make sure the reinforcement pieces are evenly covered. Then apply the reinforcement to the corresponding tray and allow them to dry for at least 30 minutes. One of my favorite things to use when I need to elevate a project like this to dry are these little yellow cones. They are incredibly strong, and I've even used them to hold heavy cabinet doors. These are very useful. After your trays have dried, use a piece of 320 grit superfine sandpaper to sand the trays lightly until they're smooth on both sides. Don't forget the tray edges and the holes. If you have chosen a different wood from the one listed in my supply list, you may need to pick a different grit sandpaper. The goal is to get it really smooth. After sanding, wipe the board down with a cloth to remove any dust or debris left on the wood from sanding. Step 4. Finish your trays. If you wish, you can apply wood stain or polyurethane sealer to the serving trays using a foam brush. Make sure you use a food-safe stain or sealer. You will apply the stain or sealer to the top and the bottom while allowing it to dry between applications. Once the stain or sealer is evenly applied to the trays, use a lint-free cloth to evenly wipe the excess stain or sealer off. Remember to allow the tray to dry between applying the stain or sealer to the other side. If you wish, you may apply additional coats of stain or sealer to the trays. Now make sure your trays are dry prior to applying the polycrylic finish, which is water-based and food safe. Apply the finish to the top and allow it to dry between applications and before you put the finish on the other side of the tray. If you wish, you can put additional coats of finish on the trays as well. Now before you use your tray, make sure you wash it with a gentle detergent and don't allow them to be submerged in water any longer than is necessary, because otherwise your wood will warp, at least after some time. Step 5. Decorate your trays. Feel free to decorate your trays with vinyl or paint now. I recommend either permanent adhesive vinyl or acrylic paint. If you do decorate them, be sure to seal them again afterwards so you can put food on them safely. Step 6. Show it off. Enjoy your new wine bottle topper serving trays. You're going to want to experiment with different layouts and wine bottles, and remember those circles that you cut out earlier that will help you level things if your bottles are a different height. Definitely use them so you have nice, flat, level surface to put all of your grapes and your cheese and your goodies on.
Now, if you want to decorate or personalize this serving tray, which is perfect for that, I recommend a stencil with a painted design or simply permanent adhesive vinyl. You can find several designs that would look great on this serving tray over in my free resource library at jennifermaker.com/library. In particular, I recommend designs 180, Happiness is Homemade, and Dear Santa, Define Naughty. Designs number 177 with the classic red truck and my calligraphic name, and designs number 163 with warm and cozy sayings like "Let it snow," "Warm winter wishes," and "Stay cozy." If you have any questions about how to craft or work with wood or veneer like this, I would love to help. Leave your question below this video or ask in our Cricut Crafters group at jennifermaker.com/CricutCrafters, where you can get advice and help and ideas from a wonderful community of crafters and makers. And if you need a Cricut cutting machine, I give one away every month. So you can enter for the chance to win your own Cricut cutting machine at jennifermaker.com/Cricut giveaway. And that's it for today. Tomorrow, I'll be back to show you how to make my hugs and kisses layered paper art to decorate a wall or give to someone you love. Remember, I am always interested in what you want to make. So if you can tell me what you want to make, I can show you how to make it. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love. Can I have some grapes now?
You can. Oh.
Oh my God.
It's so sad.
All the grapes fell off.